Hey guys, welcome back to the IndieGeekGuy channel. Hope you're doing good. Today we're looking at Jaws' younger, dumber brother, Deep Blue Sea. All I know about this movie is that it has sharks, it has Samuel L. Jackson, and a lot of people think it's one of the stupidest movies ever made. So I guess my initial question going into this movie with what I know about it, was that by design? Or was it meant to be a serious shark thriller movie that has become this kind of cult B-movie by accident? I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what the actual plot is, but it involves sharks killing people. And I guess that's what it says on the tin. And if it does it, then maybe they achieved it. I don't know. But I have been curious about this movie for a long time because of that ridiculous movie sort of cult status that it has with its audience. That, you know, it's one of those movies that some people just seem to love because of how awful it is. If that's correct, I don't know. Don't know what I'm getting into. I just hope it's mad. I hope it's mad. We could have another Mario Brothers on our hands here, so we'll see. I guess I'll see what that turns out to be. I do wonder what the climate in cinema was at this moment for someone to go, yes, let's greenlight another one of those shark movies with people just getting mauled by them. I don't know. It's just one of those things, trying to chase that Jaws clout, I guess. But before we jump into this, please remember to hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy the reaction and the review that happens afterwards. That helps me know you liked it. Also consider subscribing and supporting the channel that way and don't miss any future videos. There are social links down in the description below, including the Discord server and the Twitch channel where we stream regularly on the weekends. So go hang out over there, follow so you know when we're live doing video game stuff. Let's jump into Deep Blue Sea and see Samuel L. Jackson taking on some sharks, I guess, and see what that might have for us. Let's do it. Deep Blue Sea. Just literally describing the ocean. Oh, we got people up to the sex stuff, the sexy stuff, and the shark's gonna be like, no sex in my ocean, god damn it. It's Jason Voorhees the shark.
What is that?
That's a shark, baby. That's a shark. It has headbutt. It literally is Jason the shark. The fuck? Saved by the harpoon, I guess. Oh my god, it's fucking Thomas Jane. What the fuck's he doing here? Hey, you dumb kids. Don't you know sharks hate sex? Was he just sat there watching the whole time? Just like, with all the lights turned off, just like, watching these kids. Little do they know, sharks are attracted to sex. I'll get one.
200,000 men and women develop Alzheimer's each year. What if you could end all that suffering with a single pill?
And sharks are the key to this? Sharks are the key to curing Alzheimer's. Now, I'm not an expert, medical or science, but I don't know there's a correlation there.
When they mothballed it, we picked it up. Added aquatic pens, underwater labs.
Was there a real necessary value to making underground or underwater labs to find the cure? Or is it just so we have a cool, slightly sci-fi feeling location to have this all take place in? It's got to get that license plate out of its mouth. Don't worry, Samuel Jackson, it's fine. He knows what he's doing. It's fucking Thomas Jane, baby. Look out for that cartoon shark! See? Told you.
That was incredible.
Actually, they don't like the taste of us very much.
Tell that to the one trying to eat those teenagers.
These three are the test sharks. 2 first-generation and 1 second-generation female.
Why do I get the feeling at some point this drug or whatever it is they're using, someone's going to say, these sharks have become super intelligent. Like Frankenstein's shark or some shit.
Look, I already told the doc. I locked the pen like I do every other night. The fish got out some other way. Huh.
You picked the lock. The shark picked the lock. Because it's super smart now.
8 feet, give or take a centimeter?
You thinking it dived out? Just did a flying leap? Like Free Willy?
Well, a man's always got a file. What's it say?
2 years, Leavenworth, smuggling.
How'd you make your money, man? You the first rich guy in history to squeak it clean?
You do understand my concern, right?
Well, aren't these two just getting on dandy, huh? Just a real bromance developing here. I don't know if having a bird in the kitchen is, like, health and safety, hygiene. There's gonna be, like, bird shit on everything. Yep. I was just about to say, I bet the other sharks are gonna turn into cartoons and kill the tiger shark.
Hello?
Why is she walking around like there's a fucking serial killer out here? What's she expecting? We're just not going to talk about how the sharks just ate the tiger shark, are we? Or is he just going to crash this party like, guys? Oh, no, he's just going to show up in a casual shirt.
They're hunting in packs. Like wild dogs. They'll only eat other sharks.
You're reading too much into it.
That Gen 1 attacked a 25-foot boat.
At least we're talking about it now.
But if we don't pull off that test tomorrow, we're all on the street. Now, you're a good man, Carter. But with your background...
Everyone just keeps picking on this guy and his background, huh?
A tropical depression is generating gale force winds and is associated with heavy rains and ocean swells to 30
Well,
feet or more.
looks like they're getting trapped. If it wasn't claustrophobic enough having to be underneath the water in a concrete hellhole surrounded by sharks, let's add a storm on top of it. Why not? You know, the practical effects of the sharks aren't that bad, but every time they turn into a cartoon, it's so noticeable.
They recognize that gun.
It's impossible. Sharks do not swim backwards. They can't.
Let's try to stay focused.
Well, they can now, apparently. Even though they're super intelligent, their physical abilities have also changed, I guess. Like, what part of you thinks that this is a good idea? Like, after what just happened, do you think, yep, I'm just gonna swim out there? That was a trick. He tricked the super intelligent shark. I swear to God, if this shark is somehow faking this, I swear to God.
She's sleeping like a baby.
I don't trust her. Don't trust her. The shark's faking. That's a fucking big needle. Look how long that fucking thing is. Even Samuel Jackson's like, fuck that. Have they done it?
They're firing! They're firing!
1 second, 2, 3,
Still firing.
5, 6.
6.560 seconds.
Oh my God, they're kissing. Well, that's just gone way too smoothly. Like, that's too smooth. He's gonna fuck up royally any second now. There it is! There it is! Fake shark be faking. Well, I think she just damned everyone. We know how intelligent that shark is. God damn it, it's gonna kill us all.
We have a medical emergency. Please respond.
Oh my god, if a shark takes out this helicopter, worth the price of admission alone. If a shark takes out this helicopter. He's gonna be dangling up there like a literal fishing line. That sucks. That sucks for him. Just pull up, helicopter, go up. Oh god, is she dead as well? Oh my god! Jesus! Wow, things really did hit the fan, didn't they? When I said things were going too smoothly, the movie really thought so as well, huh? I'm sad a shark didn't jump out of the water and take out the helicopter, but I guess I'll take this.
Somebody, please, tell me what that is. Please.
I mean, I think you know, Sam. You're just making everybody else look. How is he? Oh, because he's got the mask on. Fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Leave. Leave the room. They deserve to drown. They deserve to drown. It took them so fucking long to leave the room. I don't care what you saw, alright? You could have seen the Loch Ness Monster out there. I would have been out. Gone. Meanwhile, the chef, just like, what the fuck is going on? Me and my bird just chilling over here.
There's no other stairway from this level.
Elevator?
The elevator seals off automatically to keep the shaft from filling.
It's almost like it was a stupid idea to have an underground laboratory. Underwater laboratory, I should say. And no one gives a shit about the chef, apparently. Like, no one's checked on him. No one's thought, oh, we should maybe see if he's alright.
Whoa.
That's a fucking shark knocking. What is this movie, dude? It's like part Alien, part Jaws, part Indiana Jones trying to escape a temple with booby traps in it.
Is that a goddamn shark broke through that door?
I expect so.
You expect so? Am I the only asshole down here who thinks that a tad bit odd? It can... Just what the hell did you do to those sharks?
Finally someone's asking the question.
So we violated the Harvard Compact.
Yep, and genetically engineered big brains.
As a side effect, the sharks got smarter.
There it is. Finally, someone had the balls to say that stupid shit out loud. Meanwhile, he's just freezing his dick off. We're gonna see a shark fin eventually in this corridor. Ah, speak of the devil. There it is. You need a bigger axe. You need a bigger axe, my man. I don't think that's gonna cut it.
Come on, bird.
Your arm's gone. Your arm's gone. Don't do this. Don't do this. Fuck the bird, alright?
Bring your feathery ass here.
Ah! I'm amazed he's still alive. And impressed. I bet he comes in and saves the day somehow. That or the shark's gonna turn the oven on somehow. Oh my god, it turned the oven on. It actually turned the oven on. I'm in love. I'm in love with this. Is he gonna fucking cook it? That's one down.
When the avalanche came, took us a week to climb out. Now, I don't know exactly when we turned on each other. I just know that 7 of us survived the slide, and only 5 made it out.
You eat people?
Now, we took an oath.
You been eating people?
So we're not going to fight anymore. We're going to pull together and we're going to find a way to get out of here. First, we're going to seal off this.
I mean, he was a cannibal, so I guess he got what he deserved by the cartoon shark. Thomas Jane was just sat there the whole time like, really? Fucking bravo movie for finding a way to go against expectation. Jesus Christ. Oh god, she's dead. She's dead. She's fucked. I love how no matter how much shit can be thrown at the fan in this movie, they find a way to throw more. Consistently. Maybe pull yourself back up. Pull yourself back up. Shark's gonna get your head. Oh, now I got you. Now I got you. Oh god, that's not a position you want to find yourself in. Ouch. Ouchie. She was riding that shark was what was happening there. No way, it's LL Cool J. He's here to save the day. Oh yeah, you. Sorry, we didn't give a shit about you. We completely forgot you even existed. Literally, no one even mentioned him.
If we could reroute the emergency generators, we could drain one whole stairway. You sure?
Because so far, every single plan we've come up with has worked a dream. Why would this be any different?
So much death all around us. To risk any more life for some numbers.
Without that data, everyone dying isn't just tragic.
Pointless.
Useless.
Death is always useless, Doctor.
I mean, she's got a point. Like, if she doesn't get out of here with any of her research, any of her notes, I kind of get it. Like, everyone would have just died for no fucking reason. Just for the sake of making super intelligent sharks, and that's about it. It's absolute hubris. 100%. Someone's probably going to get killed because of it, but... Jesus, how long can he hold his breath for? It comes up screaming. He just couldn't contain himself. Oh no, he's making a video diary.
Hello.
That means that everyone's dying. I was killed by a super intelligent shark. Okay. That's another plus. And it instantly goes wrong. Oh my god. Man, you gotta watch out for these cartoon sharks. They ain't fucking about. It's actually using the stairs. The shark used the stairs even though it didn't have to whatsoever. The super intelligent brain was like, oh well, there's a staircase here, so naturally that's the way you go. That's how that works. Okay, let it go. Let it go. Alright. You had a chance. Clearly, someone somewhere does not want you to have that tape. Just let it go. What are we doing here? Where is this going? I mean, it works. Did you have to throw it at the shark, or could you have just put it in the water? I mean, that probably would have worked as well.
Look, I hate to interrupt this moment of burgeoning intimacy, but can we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's leave.
Sharks are attracted. Churning water, bright colors. These extinguishers should be a distraction.
Well, how far to the surface? What is it, 60 feet?
There's nothing to it. Remember, exhale on the way up. I gotta let the room fill up with water. That's only gonna take a few seconds. You ready?
No.
No one's ready.
Not in the least.
No one is ready for this. Fuck this situation entirely. This is like my worst nightmare. Okay, well I guess we just hope these super smart sharks are real dumb for a moment while we do this. Oh, thank God the storm's over. Don't kill LL Cool J, he's been like the most active person in the movie. Ugh, oh, in the eyeball, in the eyeball. Oh, he might live. He may live yet. That's a lot of blood, though. That's a lot of blood. A chunk of his leg is fucking missing.
They've been hurting us, pushing us where they want, using us to flood the facility. That's the answer to the riddle, because that's what an 8,000-pound Mako thinks about. About freedom.
Literally just been trying to flood so they can get out. Here's Free Willy.
I can't get her! She's too far away!
I know how to get her.
How?
Bait.
What?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Self-sacrifice. You might need a jab after doing that.
Susan! No!
He's just like, what's going on out there? I'm trying to sleep. I swear to God, if LL Cool J has jumped in. Oh! Nice. Nice. For a moment there, the shark looked sideways, so I was like, oh, maybe he's jumped in. But once again, subversion took place. Fuck me! He fucking dodged it! Oh, amazing. Oh, he's gonna save the day! Yes! Do it! Do it! Don't hit him. Don't hit him, I swear to... Oh, he did! Oh, why did I know? Why did I go? Oh. I'm so happy that LL Cool J is gonna make it through this. Jesus Christ. Nuclear fucking shark explosion. I love that shark movies have to end by blowing the fucking thing up.
45.
Oh, thank God.
Here comes the next shift.
Oh, they've been under there for 2 days?
Oh, take me back to the ghetto.
And not two shits were given about all the people who died. Wait, I'm confused. Is this... Were they literally under there for 2 days? Is that the implication? It didn't feel like 2 days. Okay, Deep Blue Sea. Now that was an assault on the senses in many ways. The incredible thing is, coming out of that, knowing that how little sense it made, the science that is just, like, it is B-movie level. Like, so many things about this are B-movie level, and yet it seems to be playing it with such a straight face that it should feel a lot worse, but I kind of loved it. I can't deny that I kind of loved this for a few different reasons. Now, that's not me saying it's good. Like, it's definitely not good. But there's so much lovable, just like, fuck it moments throughout the movie that I think will stay with me for a very long time. Just the major plot beat of this is super intelligent sharks interfered by mad science. Like, it's a mixture of Alien and Frankenstein, all of that kind of stuff mixed in with, you know, like I said in the reaction, like there's a bit of like all your kind of disaster movies, like sunken ship movies. Indiana Jones making his way through a temple that's booby-trapped or fighting against you in some way, an environment that is fighting against you as well as the threat. Like, all of that is being pulled from. But I have to applaud the movie for subverting expectation so much and so well. Like, at every possible moment, it does feel like the movie is aware that you know what's going to happen. Like, in this situation, this is going to happen. Like, I said it, I was guilty of it myself throughout the reaction. Like, when LL Cool J was trapped on his own, I'm like, oh my god, this character exists to be killed off. That was the exact vibe I was getting. That's how it was feeling like it was going to be set up. And he fucking makes it to the end through, like, he even records himself a death message. Like, that's like 101 of this person is going to die. And yet he doesn't, not only does he survive, he gets the kill on the last shark, which, you know, I appreciate that. I like just committing to that in that way. I have to applaud it for what it is. But the movie's just littered with that kind of just mentality of, well, you think you know what's going to happen, yoink. And I think it almost like it does stuff that it purposely sets you up in this mindset of, oh, you know what's going to happen. Like, for instance, like, I obviously correctly called that the shark was going to attack someone when it was being fucking jabbed in the head with a needle and whatever, like it was faking. And that, I think, perfectly set up my headspace of, oh, we're just going to go through the loops. We're going to go through the track of, well, we know where this is going, yada, yada, yada. And then it just kept pulling the rug from underneath me every so often. Even to the fact that we had what would be our traditional, you know, final girl, as you'd put it in horror terms, just gets torn apart. Gets torn apart and seemingly no one gives a shit, considering that in a roundabout way, she is kind of the villain of the movie, in the fact that all of this is happening because of her. Because of her meddling, and because she is the Dr. Frankenstein of this movie. And it, like I said again, it was her hubris. Her hubris finally caught up to her in that final moment. And even in that final moment, the movie's like, maybe she's gonna survive. The shark looked over here for a brief second. Maybe something's happened and we haven't shown you it. But nope, dead, gone. Sometimes you just have to appreciate something for committing to the bit, essentially. And this film does that a lot. However, it does feel like sometimes that people making the film, from the actors to the people behind the camera, like, there's a bit of confusion in terms of some people seem to know what they're making, like in terms of the tone and stuff, and then there's other people who think they're making like a grounded, serious horror movie. Like, it's played so straight face a lot of the time, and it's like, you guys know how silly this is, right? You know the ridiculousness of this whole setup. So at times it does feel a little at odds with itself. But then there's other people who seem to be very like, okay, I get this. I get what this is. I get how we're meant to be making this. Like, I get the feeling Samuel Jackson saw the script for this, saw the death of that character in the script or whatever, and was like, yep, sign me up. I have so much respect for Samuel Jackson because he seems to just love B-movies in a way, like Snakes on a Plane. When you hear him talking about the Avengers, like, hey, we're not doing Shakespeare here, we're doing the fucking Avengers here. Like, you're meant to have fun with it, and I feel like that vibe was coming from him with this as well. Like, he saw something here that would just be pure entertainment, which he's not wrong. He isn't wrong about that. So I definitely got that from him in this, and I feel like some of the other actors were on that as well. They were on that same train of thought when it came to how to approach this. However, I will say I had a hard time, much like the characters in the movie, giving a shit about anyone's fate. Like, I did not care enough about anyone in here. I guess I cared about Samuel Jackson, but that's because it's Samuel Jackson. And I cared about Thomas Jane, but because it's Thomas Jane, opposed to their actual characters, which is a bit of a problem. Like, you want to have some investment in the characters for who the characters are, opposed to the actors playing them. The reveal that the whole thing is that these super intelligent sharks were basically just planning an effort to escape from their captivity was a bit weird considering that the movie opened, I thought it opened with one that had already escaped. It's insinuated that maybe it jumped over the fence or something along those lines, but I assume, like, because Thomas Jane's character got the guy to raise the fences somehow, so then they hatched this scheme to flood the base. I guess what I'm saying is that it felt like a very convoluted, roundabout way to have an early shark attack in the movie when it probably wasn't really necessary, didn't really need it. Like, you could have just opened the movie some other way. Maybe a researcher at the lab gets attacked by a shark, and that's why the concern grows with Samuel Jackson's character and all of that stuff. Like, I don't know. It just felt like a really weird roundabout way of getting there. Obviously, I'll bring this up. The CG is god-awful. It's so bad. What makes it even worse is that some of the practical effects on the sharks are actually legitimately very good. So when it switches to a CGI shark, it is so noticeable. So noticeable. I get it. I get that this is made in a time when, you know, CG hadn't found itself yet and people were kind of using it because it was getting cheaper and you could make movies in a way that had never been made before, and that's why they chose that option, obviously. But still, there is an art to effectively using CGI, especially if you can't make it look real. Even the helicopter, like, I don't know why they decided to add in that CGI helicopter. Like, there's ways around that. Like, you could have just filmed, like, the cockpit of the helicopter, established that, shoot an actual helicopter. It doesn't even need to be up in the air. It just needs to be on the ground, throw a load of rain at it, film the actors in there doing all that, and then just use sort of minute little shots of when you need to show the thing being fucking drug along and whatever. So I guess my issue with that was just kind of how much of the CGI helicopter you see versus how much you needed to see, I guess. Less is more sometimes, I guess. Again, I stress, I know that this was made in a time CGI was new-ish and people hadn't really harnessed it properly at this stage, but sometimes you gotta know when to not do something. Basically. I suppose my biggest takeaway from the movie is that had the CGI not been as bad, and I have to admit, like, somewhere in that third act before we got to the final bit, it did start to slump. It's as if the movie had thrown everything it could possibly think of at you, and then there was this kind of like slump of, well, we don't really know what to do now for a bit, but we want to pad out the runtime, draw this out for a little bit. And then we'll get to the final bit. Okay, we're there. Don't worry. We've got exciting stuff at the end. So between the bad CGI, that weird little slump that happened in sort of around about the third act, the tonal issues, there you go. There's stuff. There's definitely things that make this not a good movie. But entertainment value, it's there. There's certainly entertainment to be had with this. And obviously, as I say, I'm not convinced that everyone was aware of the type of movie they were shooting for while making this. But as an oddity in the shark movie genre of a bit of weird sci-fi, a bit of over-the-topness, the subversion, like, entertainment, as I say, entertainment is there. I guess I just kind of wish it would have leaned more into it. I mean, I feel like the silly subversion, over-the-top stuff is definitely the most entertaining part of the movie, so I wish it just fully leaned into that. If it had gone the other way, it probably would have just felt like a more generic rip-off of better things. So thankfully there was the spice of that stuff there. But I do feel like I wouldn't in good conscience be able to recommend this movie to people. Like, yeah, go watch Deep Blue Sea. It's a good movie. You'll really enjoy it. If there's someone like me who likes weird oddities that are stupid, then yes, fine. You're into that kind of thing, absolutely, entertainment, go watch it. But if you struggle with that kind of thing, then absolutely not. I couldn't recommend it to someone. But yeah, that's Deep Blue Sea. I had a great time. I was entertained, but it is a weird one. It is definitely a weird one. I see how we got its kind of cult, weird, bad movie status, but I'm happy I finally watched it. I've been entertained. I hope you had a good time watching this whole thing unfold. It's been a bit of a ride, this one, but it didn't disappoint. I will say that for me and my sensibilities, this didn't disappoint. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please press the thumbs up. It helps me know you liked it. It helps it get seen by more people. Also, consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos, get notified, all that good stuff. There are social links in the description, including the Discord server and the Twitch channel. Go over there, follow so you know when we're live. But other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. I'll catch you on the next one.